So since I picked up my first camera, a lot of things happened. And I was able to visit some amazing places all over the world and capture them. All right. Welcome everyone to this video. I'm just gonna give you a quick introduction. I'm a travel filmmaker. I'm focused on hotel videos, videos for tourism boards, for camera brands. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Little summary. And today I'm gonna talk about how I sustain this full-time travel lifestyle, how I was able to pursue this career. So maybe some tips for you guys as well, for everyone who might want to pursue a similar career or is just interested in traveling full-time. So the first question I got was, how do you maintain a work-life balance, especially when your work involves constant travel? I think I read this somewhere. It's kind of like you're constantly in survival mode. So like your brain is always on go. That's like on the one hand really, really exciting because you don't know what expects you and you learn a lot of things from it. But on the other hand, like, where do you find the balance between? So that's a really good question. And for me personally, to process everything, all the things I experience, I love to journal. So you write down all my emotions, all my thoughts, all the things I've experienced. So just like also like a documentary. One thing that's not really too sustainable when you're traveling full-time is routine. So at least one thing I try to do is like keep up some of the routines, just like physical exercise, going to the gym at least every second day. And if there's no option, like for example, we just recently came back from Namibia and it was so hot. It was like 45 degrees in the desert.
So Julie decided to climb this little hill. Turns out it's a huge mountain, so keep going!
Or just trying to wake up at the same time. I know sometimes this is not easy because you might be traveling to a different time zone and then you have jet lag. But yeah, at least try to sustain as much of the routine you have built or you built over time. I got the question what I would recommend somebody who's trying to start out in the filmmaking industry. I would say the first thing, just start. Use the tools you have right now. Can even be your phone. Like honestly, I know a lot of people who've shot like insane commercials with their phones, like especially nowadays with like the iPhone 15 and the log. Maybe look for people who might be at the same stage in filmmaking and you guys can push each other. And also look for idols, like people that inspire you. Take the things you love about their content, maybe implement it into your own. Maybe see if they have like tutorials on how they created their videos. Each piece of content is inspired by something. This is an advice I also personally need. You guys don't want to know how many unpublished YouTube videos I have, but let go of your perfectionism. Perfectionism just stops you, and for creativity, there is no perfect. One thing I can really recommend you doing, especially if you have like an industry you want to go for, and it's creating spec ads. So like, create a video you would want to get paid for. If you want to get in the festival industry, ask festivals if you can shoot for free. I shot all the interviews at a festival for free, and then by any chance one of the DJs came to me and asked me if I want to go on tour with her. I know nowadays it is really hard, especially when it comes to travel filmmaking, to just like be different. There's just so much content on Instagram in the travel industry. It's insane. Just be more personal. Welcome to my YouTube, guys. And the one thing I actually learned the most from was not film school. I visited film school for half a year, but I quit. I learned the most from online courses and YouTube. And two of the online courses I can definitely recommend you guys. For everyone who doesn't know Casey, Quilter Creative, I've been a member for 2 years now, and I would say that definitely helped me to level up my skills. So I learned DaVinci within a month, and also helped me to get some recognition in the travel film space. Annually, they host the My Year contest where you post like a recap about your year, which I won in 2022 and was able to get on a trip with Sam and meet a lot of awesome filmmakers. We were on a music bed retreat in Texas. I think another course that actually is really beneficial, especially for rising female creators. I know the female rate in this industry is super low still, but I hope this is going to be changing soon. The course is called The Female Filmpreneur. My friend Aya is launching it on March 11th, so by the time this video is out, this should be online as well. I was able to go through the course to watch the videos, and it's honestly amazing. Like, it teaches you stuff about like business. I still learned like a lot of things. I actually have a discount code for that. It's called Julie, and you guys are gonna get 10% off the course. If you're interested, feel free to shoot Aya or me a couple of questions. And yeah, I have a link down in the description. Can I get involved in one of the content trips, or is the way to join a meetup similar to what you did last year? For those of you who don't know what kind of meetup was mentioned, actually last year I hosted my birthday party in Bali. It ended up being like a massive creator party because like most of my friends are in the creator space, and it was amazing because like people were able to connect, to get to know each other, to create content together the weeks after. So there's something in planning. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on Instagram. It's gonna be exciting. That's all I can say. A question I got many times: what equipment do you use? My main camera, this video is shot on my FX3. Nice to travel, it's not too big, it's really good quality, super versatile. And my photo camera is the Sony a7 III. I have a Fuji X-T32, which is just super nice for in the moment captures. You can put your own recipes. It's already a finished photo. And talking about lenses, I have the 35 1.8. This video is shot on 50 1.2. The 16 to 35 2.8. I have a 24 to 70 at home. And I'm about to get an 85 1.4. I recently switched to a camera suitcase. It's still adjustable. If you guys have a better option, like I saw my friend literally put his camera backpack into his suitcase, like hand luggage, which is actually really smart. So I'm considering doing that. But right now I just have like the inlays for my suitcase where I just put in my cameras. And yeah, actually a lot of questions I got were about where I find inspiration and how I get inspired. I think I looked it up. There was like 95 million photos and videos are being posted every single day. So it's like an insane overflow of like information. Especially on Instagram, it's like over and over the same trends. It doesn't really help me to get inspired to do something new. Creativity itself is not something that can be pushed. I get inspired by everything new I see, and I get new ideas. Even if you don't have the opportunity to travel as much, I would say maybe just get out of your comfort zone, do something new. And when I really sit down and say, I'm gonna get some inspiration for like mood boards, I mostly go on Pinterest, which is also linked to Vimeo. Vimeo has like a lot of like really good inspirational long form content. Another thing I actually really like, especially for like film stills, is ShotDeck. It's basically like a website that shows you thousands of screen grabs from movie scenes, which is insane because like movie scenes are like well thought out, like with lighting and concept and story and emotions of the actors. That really helps me to get inspired and also to create like storyboards for client project. Apart from that, I would say other filmmakers I mainly watch on YouTube. There's a lot of like people who do tutorials on how they create their commercial videos, which is super interesting because then you can get to know new techniques you might even haven't tried yet. And as I already said, I would say every content piece is inspired by something or mostly someone else. And yeah, that's pretty much how I get inspired. Just live life. And if that doesn't help, just scroll through ShotDeck and create a movie in your head. Why did you choose not to have a home base and just travel from there to the projects? Honestly, I'm learning the most when I'm traveling and just like have new influences all the time. So that's the reason why I haven't chosen it so far, but I'm actually really considering just basing myself somewhere between Cape Town, Bali, and Dubai, which are for me personally the best spots to live in my opinion. For example, Dubai is like pretty much in the center of the world. It's really well connected, like Emirates is flying everywhere. Bali is great for like relaxation, just like getting your mind free, and Cape Town is kind of like a mixture of both. Literally, the nature is insane. Like you have the mountains, you have the beach, the water is insanely cold, and also it's a really creative city, I would say. And coming from that, my thoughts on Cape Town, honestly, I think this city is amazing. Like I know there's a lot of like safety concerns, and a lot of people are overthinking if they should come to Cape Town out of this reason. And I would say you should be careful, but also not overthink it. Talking about my favorite spots. So the first week I came here, we actually hiked Lion's Head for sunrise. We hiked all over the clouds and it was super magical. So I can definitely recommend you doing this. And apart from that, there's a beach. It's called Kogel Bay Beach. Literally looks like a dream. Like you have the mountains as a backdrop. You have a super long beach. It's pretty empty. It looks a little bit like Hawaii seashells vibes. If Cape Town is not on your list yet, put it. I also got the question if there were like certain moments that reshape my creative vision or career goals over time. And I would say, of course, like honestly, as you're creating, as you're growing as a person, as you're traveling, experiencing more things, your vision on life, your vision on your goals change. Yeah, right now I'm constantly thinking about like switching a little bit more into production. I'm honestly excited to try a lot of new things. give you guys more insights on YouTube as well for the personal side of things, because I think this is also really, really fun and I haven't done that too much so far. I'm actually really curious what you guys think, how the content of filmmakers is going to change on social media over the next couple of months and years. And yeah, what's your personal goals in the filmmaking space? I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.